Hello everyone, welcome back again to Liverpool Report today. We've got the latest updates on our beloved club Liverpool. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe so you never miss a moment of Liverpool Report news. Let's get started. Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah remain desperate to stay at Liverpool despite their precarious contract situations, it has been claimed. Both players' current deals expire at the end of June, with Trent Alexander-Arnold, who is in the same position, set to join Real Madrid. Alexander-Arnold's move to the Bernabeu is all but confirmed, though there may be some final details to iron out. With the Premier League approving a one-off transfer window change ahead of the Club World Cup in June, there is still a chance Madrid pay Liverpool to release the England star from his contract a few weeks early. Salah and Van Dijk are at slightly different stages of their career. While Alexander-Arnold is just 26, with his peak years potentially still to come, questions over longevity surround the two men who will be 33 and 34 respectively by the start of next season. Their importance to the team right now can't be questioned though, and according to Sky Sports, both Salah and Van Dijk would rather stay at Anfield than play elsewhere. The same publication reports there has been no breakthrough with top scorer Salah and captain Van Dijk. Reports in Egypt, however, indicate talks between the club and Salah's agent Rami Abbas have begun to gain traction. Alexander-Arnold might not be the only Liverpool player on the move this summer. Sky Sports also suggests the Reds would entertain a good offer for Harvey-Elliott, while reports elsewhere suggest the likes of Darwin Núñez and Kostas Tsimikas could find themselves the subject of interest. Elliott, who joined Liverpool from Fulham as a teenager, scored 3 times in just 168 Champions League minutes this season. He has received even less game time in the Premier League, though, prompting questions about where his future lies. A number of potential replacements for Alexander-Arnold have been mentioned, with Liverpool likely to be busier this summer than they were in Arneslot's first window as manager. Jeremiafrimpong and Andrea Cambiaso are among those mentioned, though former Red star Jamie Carragher has urged the club to promote from within. When Liverpool have had Connor Bradley in the team this season, he's looked the real deal, and I don't think the right-back market this summer is alive with lots of amazing right-backs, Carragher told Sky Sports. So I think the way for Liverpool to go, if Trent moves on, is for Connor Bradley to be given his head, but also for Liverpool to buy a utility player who can play across the back four, like what Joe Gomez has been in the past few years. Arsenal and Liverpool may do battle over the signing of Eintracht Frankfurt striker Hugo Ekitike. The Premier League duo are both likely to add to their attacking options this summer, with the Frenchman a candidate for both. Arsenal have needed a new striker for some time, while the Reds could dip into the market should Mohamed Salah depart the club at the end of his contract, although he is expected to sign a new deal and stay. Darwin Núñez's future at Anfield looks far from certain, while there is also speculation over Luis Diaz and Diogo Jota. One option that both clubs really like is a move for Newcastle striker Alexander Isak. However, the Toon have slapped a whopping £150 million price tag on his head, which is unsurprisingly a major stumbling block for any interested party. As such, both Arsenal and Liverpool are looking elsewhere. And one such option is Ekitike, who has shone in Germany since moving from Paris Saint-Germain last summer. He would be far more affordable for the club, commanding a £60 million price tag. According to The Sun, the North London side are among the clubs to have inquired about a potential deal. Liverpool, Manchester United, Newcastle, and Bayern Munich are also keeping abreast of developments regarding the 22-year-old's future. Ekitike started his career with French side Reims before a move to PSG, but he was allowed to leave after just 4 goals in 33 games. He was initially loaned to Frankfurt, who then signed him permanently. Ekitike, who has scored 19 times this season, has 4 years remaining on his contract in Germany. And while there is a race for his services, Arsenal legend Martin Keown believes his former side have already completed a deal for a striker ahead of the summer and does not believe that man is Isak. He said, "I just feel with Isak, now Newcastle, won that trophy. It's going to be even more difficult to get him away from there. The whole world is on it. It's about finding these players before everybody else does. There's a new director of football now. You've got to go after the players. A good free transfer. You can't just keep spending money on the obvious Declan Rice, but you can be certain this summer they will be buying a striker, without doubt. Keown added, "I would suggest that there is already a player bought and it's already done from an Arsenal point of view. They won't make that mistake again." Steven Gerrard has recounted how his father lambasted him for wearing a Manchester United shirt in his youth. The 44-year-old is one of Liverpool's most iconic players, spending the entirety of his career, barring one season, in his hometown. And while the idea of him ever touching a Red Devils kit would be a cardinal sin to many football fans, given the fierce rivalry between the two clubs, the midfield maestro didn't know any better in his younger years. In a section of his autobiography, Gerrard, the former Liverpool captain, recalled how his father was fuming when he spotted his son, who idolised Brian Robson, wearing a United shirt while having a kickabout with friends on the Huyton estate. He explained a mate of mine owned this Robson top, the old blue and white one with dashes on it. We were kicking about on Ironside, and I asked him whether I could be Robson for a while. I slipped out of my Liverpool shirt and put the Robson one on. It felt fantastic. I wore it for an hour, charging all over, flying into tackles, scoring brave goals, pretending I was Robson. However, Gerrard, around 11 years old at the time, noted how the mood quickly changed when his dad saw him in the jersey. He added, "Unfortunately, Dad looked out the window and went ballistic. 'Get inside now,' he screamed. Scarcely through the door, I ran into a right good grilling. 'What the hell are you playing at wearing a Manchester United shirt?' he asked. 'But Dad, it's Brian Robson's shirt,' I explained. Dad couldn't have cared less. 'You should know better. It was a United strip, and Dad wasn't having any son of his dragging the Gerrard name through the Huyton gutter.' What would the neighbours think? Honest to God, I thought I was going to have to move house. I was only a baby, but I was convinced Dad would kick me out for putting on that United shirt." After spending 9 years in the Liverpool Academy, Gerrard signed his first professional contract with the club in 1998, making his first team debut as a late substitute during a 2-0 win over Blackburn Rovers at Anfield. Over the next 17 years, Gerrard established himself as a legend on Merseyside, making 710 appearances across all competitions while being made club captain in October 2003. With 2 FA Cups, 3 League Cups, a Community Shield and a Champions League to his name, Gerrard parted ways with the club in 2015 to spend a year with LA Galaxy, retiring in the November of the following year. At international level, he also made 114 appearances for England, despite failing to life a title with the nation. In the years since, Gerrard has transitioned into the world of football management. After kicking off his career from the dugouts of Liverpool's U18 and U19 sides, he took the reins of Rangers in 2018, spending 3 years with the Glaswegian side and even lifting the Scottish Premiership in 2020-21. However, in November 2021, Gerrard returned to the Premier League to oversee Aston Villa, where he achieved a subpar 14th place finish in his maiden season. After winning just 2 of the side's first 12 games the following season, he was dismissed by the club. Gerrard's most recent role came in the form of Saudi Pro League side LFCTraining, signing a deal in July 2023. However, he left by mutual consent in January this year, and is yet to return to management since.